Hey everybody, Neil Thompson, founder of Teach the Geek here. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. For those of you who are on LinkedIn and your target audience is on there as well, I have a tip for you to start conversations with the people you want to potentially do business with. And it has to do with polls. Now, I know that maybe polls are something that you don't like all that much. I certainly I'm not the biggest fan of them since there's so many of them in the feed, but they're very effective in helping you to just get in front of the people you want to get in front of. But of course, the poll question has to have something to do with something they care about, which likely is something that you care about as well, which is what you likely have in common. For myself, I work with technical professionals on their presentation skills. So a question that I would ask would likely be targeted to the managers of those technical professionals, since I want to go into their companies and do public speaking trainings for those technical professionals. So one question that I asked once had to do with filler words in technical presentations. What should be done about them? Should we try to minimize them? Should we just let them be? Or I think the other choice was other. And I put that out there as a poll. So once you do that, though, you don't just let it sit. So for instance, you could put the poll out for two weeks. But then after that, you want to message that poll or send that poll to some of your connections. And that's what I typically do. I'll spend 15 to 20 minutes just sending the poll to various people, asking them to participate in it and leave a comment. So if people outside your network actually see the poll and see if other people have contributed to it, have participated in it, and there are a number of comments, they're more likely to do it. They're more likely to participate as well. It's really hard to ask somebody to participate in a poll when no one has participated in the poll. They're likely to will think, I'll just skip it. But if they see a number of other people have participated, they're more likely to participate as well. And then what you do once the 2 weeks is over is you look at the data of, from the various options, what did people pick? And then you create a PDF which basically goes over the results, and then you can add your own insights on the results. And that's exactly what I did. In fact, what I actually did is I interviewed one person from each option. So one of the options for the filler word question was minimize them. So I interviewed a person who picked that option. Then I interviewed a person who picked leave them alone. And I interviewed someone who picked other. And I took insights from what they had said, mixed them with my own insights, and created this PDF and put it on my YouTube, not my YouTube, on my LinkedIn profile. It's in the featured section now. If you were actually to go to my LinkedIn profile, you'll actually see it there. So you have it nicely created. I actually used somebody on Fiverr to make it look pretty, but essentially it provides the results of the poll and then insights as to why people might have picked that answer. And then at the end, it has a call to action to get in touch with me if all this sounds of interest. But I've since sent that to people that I want to get in front of. Well, I ask them whether they want to receive it or not. And if they say yes, well, then I send it to them and then I ask them what they thought of it once they've gotten it. And it's started some really great conversations with people, which have now led to just further conversations that have led to going into people's companies. But it all started with just doing a poll and moving from there. But essentially, it's as I mentioned, it's create the poll, have it run for 2 weeks, then create a PDF document which is the result of which has the results of the poll, and then also your insights or others' insights as to those results as well. It's worked out really well for me. Give it a shot. Again, my name is Neil Thompson, founder of Teach the Geek. I work with technical professionals so they present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. And always remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Every little bit helps. Thanks and take care.